What's up, everyone? We're excited to bring you this week's edition of the Weekend Warriors podcast with your hosts Kobe, Gunnar, and Dominic, where we discuss a range of topics related to health, fitness, bodybuilding, and powerlifting, as well as a few other seemingly random topics that may pique our interest. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the show. Go.
Wait, did we do the intro?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the intro. Welcome back to the Weekend Warriors podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 9?
I don't know.
I think it's 9.
I think it's 9, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, because after the last episode without me.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm surprised we've made it to 9.
I am too.
We have.
Let's progress. I mean, I've always wanted to do a podcast. We've always talked about it. And there's no reason to not. So we might as well just fucking keep doing it. Regardless of however many listeners we have, just do it to do it. No, but, Dom, how was your week while we were gone? While your coach was gone, how was your week, bro?
I don't know, I didn't know. It was pretty good. My weekend was, I didn't want to talk about it. It was actually really deep.
Damn.
Yeah, I did there's like a little therapy type thing at a church that I went to. It was, in Spanish it's called like sanando tus heridas, which means like, I guess, I don't want to say purifying because I know that's not the word, but it's like just healing your traumas, your childhood traumas and stuff like that. Like, and it mostly talked about how like where all your traumas usually come from when you're a childhood, and that's usually your parents, like emotionally and physically abuse. You know, so like what your parents say about you. Stuff like that. It was really deep, and I just view life differently, man. I ain't gonna lie. But overall, my week was pretty good.
Bro, that's pretty dope. I didn't know churches did that. Like therapy sessions with church.
I was about to say, we don't get to do that. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was weird, and it took me a while to find that trauma because usually when you have traumas, you try to put them in the back of your head, like locked up. You don't want to open it again. Like, you just don't want to get it out. During that, it was actually really hard for me because I could not remember anything. But then once we kept doing more activities or exercises, then like the more I got closer to that safe, unlocking it and getting back my traumas. And after you get back with those traumas, after you remember it, you start expressing it. The lady will start asking how you feel about it and all that. And like people would literally be expressing it, just start out crying and stuff like that. And then like you live in it, okay? Like you recreate it in your mind, is how we did it. And then after you do that, then you fight it. So like what we did, we did like a little karate class type thing. It was kind of funny, gonna lie. We do that, and then you express it again. Start telling how you feel. You compliment one another, and then at the end, you talk to your parents about it. So like, I guess you confront them about it and tell them how you feel. Yeah, man, that was even more deep. Like I ain't gonna lie, that was deep. Seeing my mom cried was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt me. I cried and all that. It was terrible. So yeah,
that sounds pretty like awesome though.
It was
very opening.
It was very open. I loved it.
Like a lot of weight do you feel like a lot of weight is off your shoulder? Yes,
cause like. She was like, how do you feel now? And I said, honestly, relieved because what I just said, like they're in the back of your head. You never want to talk about them.
Yeah,
I can talk about it now, and I won't feel anything. So yeah. But I even told her, like, as being the oldest one in that, because I really was, because I think my dad thought it was gonna be like young adults, not like teenagers. But as being like one of the oldest ones, like. I already viewed past that, so it wasn't really like it didn't affect me as much as like these other kids. Cause like, since they're like mostly like from 15 to 18, and there was like only a couple of 19, 20-year-olds, it didn't really affect me a lot because I was just like, oh well, honestly, for me, I don't really care talking about it because it don't affect me because I already like I'm already past that. Like, I never confronted my parents about it, but like, I'm already past that. You know, I'm grown now. I'm looking forward already. Nah, after we kept doing it, man, I was like, man.
That's awesome. Well, I'm happy for you.
Appreciate it, man.
But shit, yeah, that had to be fucking deep.
It was.
I was about to say that's the deepest Dom's ever got yet.
Yeah, genuinely.
We need more of that.
I think that's the more you've ever spoken. Like you've spoken more in the last 5 minutes than you have in every other podcast combined at this point.
That's funny.
So we need more of that.
Bro, maybe it opened Dom up to be able to speak more on the pod.
Or maybe so. Positives all around. So, Gunnar, you're saying your last 2 days in the gym that you've been have been pretty rough?
Yeah, so the past 3 workouts have been, I mean, they've been good as far as the workout goes, but the recovery has been, like, not good at all. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not good. I don't know how the recovery is going to go yet because I'm just really sore. Because, you know, we took a week. Honestly, I took like a week and a half off. So getting back into it's pretty rough.
Hell yeah.
But it's also nice, you know, getting sore is something that happens rarely for us since I know we're pretty consistent with the gym. So it's nice to be able to feel that and be like, yeah, this is nice. So like I pretty much done the exact same workouts that I did, same weights and everything when I left. So it's nice to see that I didn't lose any strength or anything like that. So
where I noticed that I can do okay, so after taking 10 days off, it's like my endurance has went down, but my strength is still the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like I was able to do the hundreds with the dumbbells yesterday when I was hitting chest, and it was okay until I got to like my third working set. And after my third working set, bro, I could barely even get it up. I had to drop set.
That's similar to what I was experienced. So I did legs yesterday, and I love the hack squat. I've always done the hack squat. So I did 2 plates, and I don't do 2 plates a lot on the hack squat just because it hurts my knees so bad. But I did 2 plates on each side, and I got 8 reps on the first set, 6 reps on the second set, and then I got like 3 on the third set. And I was like, okay, I'm done with hack squat. I'm going to do something else because like the next set would have been like 1. So I mean,
bro, it's crazy.
It went downhill fast.
It's crazy that like your endurance levels can lower that much, just like your fitness levels overall can lower that much just over a few days of. And the thing is too, not only did we not work out really, yeah, I know you did more than I did, but we also drank.
All I did was cardio and like push-ups, you know.
Bro, we drank a shit ton of alcohol, didn't really work out at all, and fucking stayed up forever at night. Like, we've got a while to get back to at least baseline. Well, it's been a while.
Not to mention, not to get in details or anything, how much stress we had.
Yes.
You had.
Yes.
You had a way more stress than any of us, bro.
That was, that's a conversation for another time, but yeah.
Dude,
the last.
Way more stress than ever is needed on a vacation.
Bro, from like Thursday to Sunday was so like, oh, you're talking about like mind-numbing stress to the point where I just don't give a shit anymore. Like whatever happens, happens.
It was like riding a roller coaster that just goes up and down.
Yes, constantly. And you never know when it's going to go up, and you never know when it's going to go down.
Yeah. Luckily, it all ended well.
Yeah, it all ended good. So that's good.
So yeah, our cortisol levels could be up. Maybe, I don't know.
Probably just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yours for sure.
Bro, definitely. That Thursday night was crazy, or whatever day it was. Anyway,
Let's do like I wouldn't, I'd definitely do it again next year.
For sure.
It was like, especially because and this isn't working out related, but the past 2 days at work have been so much smoother than when because the week before we left was probably the worst week of work I've had since starting. And I mean, it was just awful. I was just like anticipating going so much. I was just so ready to leave. But like coming back after that week break, dude, it's been such a relief. Like the past 2 or 3 days, however long it's been, have been so smooth. Like I have no complaints.
Yeah, that vacation was much needed. A full week away from normal life was needed.
And I've never taken a full week of vacation. Like it's always been 4 days, 3 days. But like a full week was nice. So I'm not complaining about being sore. I shouldn't anyway, or being stressed or anything. It was nice. It definitely lifted a lot of weight off of my shoulders.
It feels a lot better to be back here and getting back into the normal routine, honestly.
I guess we had 2 different weekends or type of stress reliever.
Oh
weekend.
yeah, two different.
Yeah, 2 different forms of therapy.
Yeah, really did.
Yeah, so we're all back and we're all good. I think this episode we're going to talk about how to save money grocery shopping and stuff. Is that the main points?
Yeah, I think healthy budget choices.
Grocery shopping advice / foods to avoid. So we can talk about budgeting and all that. Because I was talking to Dom about this the other day, about his budget for his meals or meal plan or whatever we end up doing, I guess. But getting into the grocery shopping advice, I think the number one piece of advice that I heard, I got this from somebody in college, I think, maybe like a health professor or something. They said the number one thing you want to do, stay out of the middle aisles of every grocery store you go to. Do not go into the middle aisles. That's where all the processed food is. That's where all the sugary foods are. And you're going to have all your meats and vegetables and dairy products on the outside. All the middle will be sugary and processed foods. So that's the one piece I can just drop off the top of my head.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking too.
That's literally what I was doing yesterday at Big Start.
Yeah, the only thing I think that is.
Oh shit, he's going out. He's going out.
Anyways.
Wait, what?
Gunner.
What?
Nothing you said picked up. Nothing you said picked up.
Oh, I was just saying, like, the only thing I would get in the middle aisle is rice.
Yeah.
Pasta, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff that's, like, not super processed. Read the label. See how many ingredients are in it. If it's more than 3, you probably don't need it.
So, Dom, you were saying that's what you were doing yesterday?
Yeah,
was shopping outskirts.
I think I stayed in the middle most of the time.
You stay in the middle?
Yeah.
Damn.
I went through every single aisle at Big Star. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I
looking for what, bro? What are you looking for?
Just like, I guess, like
browsing.
Like my mom does all like the meat buying, the vegetable buying, fruits.
That's all you need.
Or like rice and all that. Like that's what my mom does, and I just get like the little extra stuff like oatmeal. That's what I get.
Oh yeah, oatmeal's pretty good.
I get the rice. Yeah, I get the rice like the Ben's original rice, the little orange pack.
Yeah.
I got the 2-time one. I got the double one. Anyways,
the jasmine.
Yes, of course.
Hell yeah.
And like stuff like that. And I look at every time I look at something and I'm craving it, I would make sure just to see how much fat it has or how much protein. And if it doesn't come like to my standard, then I just put it down. I'm like, man, I can't get it.
Bro, one of the better. Okay, so you're talking about cereal earlier, and it kind of reminded me of something I ate before. But we have Premier Protein cereal at Big Star. It's like $6 for a box, but it's kind of expensive because it's a small box. There's like 3 servings in a box of it. But something good. Get Fairlife milk. I think I've told y'all this before. Fairlife milk, like 400 milliliters of it. That's like 21 grams of protein right there.
Yep. Don't worry about the cows. Okay, don't worry about them. They give us protein.
Yeah. So you got the protein. Then put the Premier Protein Frosted Flakes or strawberry or whatever flavor you have in it. Like 2 cups of it. You have another 27 grams of protein there. Then if you have Premier Protein powder, dump a scoop of that in there. And you have 90 grams of protein cereal. And it tastes good as fuck.
Cereal. Exactly. And then you would think the cows later. Right after you eat it.
Fuck them cows.
He said it, not me.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but hey, we all have our protein goals we need to hit, so there's got to be a casualty in there somewhere.
Exactly.
Bro, Sammy needs to start getting protein powder at the store. Can y'all order that?
Probably.
Better protein shakes, not like the ones they all have in there.
Bro, I can't get enough calories out of the pre-made shakes. I gotta make my own, you know.
Yeah, y'all need Kodiak cakes.
We used to have those, and they never sold because you would never buy them.
Oh, my bad then.
Obviously, he wasn't eating enough back then, Dom.
Honestly,
yeah, probably
too small.
Okay, well, what's y'all's opinion about frozen food? Because like usually I would get.
I think frozen food is great, depending on what you get. Not processed frozen food, not like damn
pizza.
Yeah, not like pizza or the damn banquet meals or.
Oh, but what about those Quest pizza?
Lean cuisine? No.
Dan, you can't say that, bro.
I just did.
I just ate a lean cuisine.
Have y'all ever heard the theory that like frozen vegetables are actually better than fresh vegetables? Because I would say fresh, but better than like vegetables you can get on the outside of the store, just because they can maintain and hold all the nutrients in.
Yeah, because they're frozen. They're flash frozen.
Yeah.
Individually, so. But yeah, I would say your best bet. That is something I could add. Stay on the outside of the grocery stores. Shop for lean meats. Because usually lean meats are cheaper anyways because they're not the best tasting food, but they're just like abundant. So stay with lean meats. Get plenty of vegetables. Frozen vegetables probably so because you can get more of those in bulk for a better price.
Yep.
Fruits.
Okay, how do you feel about canned vegetables? Because that used to be what I used.
I think canned vegetables are fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. They'll be slightly more processed than the frozen, but like minimally.
Like my go-to was the mixed vegetables because you can get carrots, sweet peas, green beans, and it was potatoes in there too.
Yep.
Too.
Same shit.
I mean, it was pretty good for all in one.
Yeah, saving money. You'll save a lot more money because we're talking about budgeting and saving money. You will save a lot more money buying frozen stuff. Like period. Whether that be meat, vegetables, fruits, anything, you'll save more money buying frozen.
And there's nothing wrong with getting the off-brand.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. No reason to stick to like mainstay labels like Tyson chicken when you have another bag over here that's great value, Dollar General brand.
Dude,
and
I was about to say, I remember when Big Star had, and they probably still have it, when y'all had that bag like grilled chicken tenders.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I used to like buy 3 bags of those at a time, as many as I could get.
But we still have those, I think.
Yeah, I do. Yesterday.
Yeah, getting frozen food is a better option than buying fresh. But I mean, if you can afford fresh, go for it.
Yeah. I feel like just go for foods that you like in general. Like just me personally, I wouldn't like force myself to eat something that has like probably like a lot of protein, like maybe very healthy, but I won't like it. You feel me? And I feel like I would save my money like that more. Like just like going for foods that I would like myself, something I would enjoy every day. You know, that's just me though.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things too. Like Dom just mentioned, is something you can eat every day, something that does not get bland to you. I mean, eventually everything will get bland. It just happens. Like you need something that you enjoy enough that you can eat it on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think also. Let's see.
I feel like you would save your money more because instead of getting like random stuff, like extra stuff, really.
Good. Yeah. So like, let's say like I stick to my weekly diet that I've kind of made for myself, it usually comes out to like $75 to $100. Versus in one day, if I eat out and like say go to like Chipotle and Chick-fil-A and all this, it could be $30-$40 in a day. You know, that's $200-$300 at the end of the week and just, you know, food alone. So I mean, you can save massive amounts of money just by eating what you prepare yourself.
I think meal prepping helps a lot too. No matter how frustrating or like time consuming it feels, you'll save a lot of money and time. Once you meal prep one specific day out of the week for the rest of the days, or 2 days out of the week for the rest of the days, because I do it twice a week on my rest days, and meal prep for my next 3 or 4 days. You'll save time, you'll save money.
And focus on your calories too. Like when you go to the store, you gotta think about how much fat you gotta consume, how much protein, how much carbs you got to consume, and all that. Like, all your calories. Because when I go in there, I actually look at my calories and like just think about like, all right, I need low fats, high protein. You know, like bulking, I don't really worry about it too much because I'm trying to get big. I'm trying to eat a lot, so I just like get the most highest proteins, put a decent amount of fat at least. But right now on my cut, I went in there and focused on low fats. That's really what I just really focused on. And like cravings, you just gotta like really go deep in that. Like for example, like Halo Top ice cream. I got me a bucket the other day. They were like 2 for $5. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I missed the opportunity. But anyways, I got that. I think it's just like 2 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein. I'm pretty sure for like a serving. I don't know if I think I'm wrong, but
you just gotta focus. Talking about Halo Top?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I used to eat that shit all the time though. It was fucking fire.
You gotta focus on your calories. Really, like dieting is not hard. You gotta enjoy what you eat. Really, you can't just be eating something that you don't like.
You gotta eat satiating foods.
Yeah.
What is some foods you would recommend avoiding?
Really, just your cravings. Like you want something sweet. Like for example, I love Pop-Tarts. I gotta avoid that.
Hold on. I have a hot take. Hold on. I think you can still fit a Pop-Tart in your diet. Like, if you like Pop-Tarts, there's nothing wrong with eating 2 Pop-Tarts a day. At the end of the night.
Me personally, I feel like it just messes me up.
In my diet, so.
See, I do too, but Rice Krispies, like, my box says it has no fat, per serving and stuff like that. Maybe like 2 grams of protein, but either way, it's like my little carbing meal, really, because I literally just ate like I think 60 grams of it, and it gave me like 50 grams. I mean,
that was like. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good. It just gave me like 50 grams of carbs. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was like today. I didn't meal prep or anything today, so I went to a gas station. I got a Core Power, I got a Jack's Lynch beef jerky stick, and I got 2 Rice Krispies. And I was like 700 calories, like 60 grams of protein, and at least 60 carbs. So I mean, it was pretty decent.
And I guess what Kobe just said: avoid the middle aisles.
Yeah, avoid the middle aisles. And I want to go back to what we were talking about, Dom, because I still think there's nothing wrong with you having a Pop-Tart like a day.
I know. Like I don't know who said it, but if it fits in your
macros.
If it fits in your macros, you can have it.
Yeah.
You can have it. For me, I feel like just something that little can literally mess you up throughout the day.
No, not just one of them.
I don't know. For me personally, that's how I feel. Like, I can't eat that yet. Let me hit this first. Like yesterday, I think I had 100. I think I had 180 grams of protein, like 20 grams over my actual protein intake, and I had like 50 grams of fat. So I had 20 grams left. So you know what I ate? I ate a fucking what's it called? An ice cream sandwich because I was craving it. This is me. Like I feel like I need to like reach my goals first and then treat myself after.
I think that's a fair way to do it.
If I do see my fat is like kind of a little too high, like maybe it's like, but I'm supposed to be eating like 71 grams of fat. If I'm like at maybe like 65, I try not to eat too much fat. Like I try to just stay below 70.
I think that's a fair way to do it. Like if you're like at the end of the day, you've hit all your other, at the very least, your protein intake for the day, and you still got some carbs and fats left over. Ain't no reason to not indulge in something.
It's kind of like treating yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like oh, I hit my protein intake. You know, just let me treat myself now. You know.
There's no
it's
reason
like a little cheat snack, not a cheat meal, but like a little cheat snack. You know.
Unless you're like a damn robot, it's hard to eat without having some little cheat here and there. Like.
I mean, y'all know what Rich Piana said. It's a snack, so it doesn't count.
Honestly.
That's not real advice, by the
way. Oh, shit, there's something I'm going to say. Foods to avoid. I definitely want to talk about the cauliflower bread shit.
Bread?
I think, you know what I'm talking about? No. Like, cauliflower rice is different. But so at this restaurant, at the pizza place beside Big Star, the store, You know what I'm talking about? What's it called? Hometown?
Hometown, yeah.
They have an option for cauliflower pizza.
Ew. But
with cauliflower pizza crust. The crust is cauliflower. What people don't realize is that it's definitely a keto. It's probably keto if you're going by serving. But if you're eating a whole cauliflower pizza, bro, they like soak that shit in butter. First off, to give it some type of flavor, because otherwise it's gonna taste like damn. It's gonna taste worse than bad pizza bread. They dip that shit in so much butter, like garlic butter and stuff. And when you're at that point, you're like low carb, high fat, which is keto for sure. But you're still getting a shit ton of calories. So they'll sell these things where people think like, oh, keto pizza, bro. Like, it must be super low calorie. It says keto friendly and all this. Well, yeah, it is keto friendly, but it also it's full of fats and not carbs, unlike regular pizza. Because fats are 9 calories per gram, where carbs are 4 calories per gram. And these people, I don't know.
Coming from somebody who's actually worked at a pizza place, you're still going to put the regular pizza sauce on there. That's probably like 600 extra calories, full of sugar, everything else. Yeah, then you're going to add the cheese on top, which is like another 300 calories. Pizza, personally to me, pizza is probably the most high-calorie thing I can think of for a cheat meal, outside of maybe a cheeseburger.
I was gonna ask this too. Like, are you usually like supposed to like count your sauces as well? Like, just like hot sauce, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, especially oil too, especially like seasoning on your chicken as well.
I would say definitely count your oils, but if you're using like no sugar ketchup and like Tabasco hot sauce and like mustard, no, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're using basic shit, I wouldn't worry about it. No, if you're going like extra and putting some mayonnaise and some sriracha and some of this and a little bit of that and trying to really make it taste good, I would say definitely count it.
Because you know, like me and my talkers, you know, as Mexicans, like we like to put like cilantro, cebolla. I mean onions. I don't know why I just talk Spanish. Cilantro, onions, and like, you know, we like to put our hot sauces and all that. And I got this little street sauce, like green sauce.
Yeah,
for, like street tacos. So good, but it literally says like 0 everything though. So I'm like,
it's probably.
Is there any way? Like, is there even a reason to count it?
No, if it's something like that, don't even worry about it. Like, if it says 0, it's probably not actually 0, but it's so minimal, it's not enough to worry about.
Right.
So I wouldn't.
I always thought about that. Cool.
The reason the keto pizza thing kind of like frustrates me, because I was one of these people that like would do thought the cauliflower and keto thing was like good and like right, but it just makes these people delusional. It makes them think that they're going to lose weight because they're eating a keto pizza and not a regular pizza. Where on average, I think you're consuming more calories with a keto pizza, where it has cauliflower crust dipped in butter, more than you're getting in more calories in that than you're getting in a regular ass pizza. Like, from what I've seen from like studies and research, and like hell, even so at the store we have keto pizzas too, and they are more calorie dense and just as equally carbohydrate dense as a regular ass like Tombstone pizza. So these folks up here are delusional. I be trying to tell people about it, and they'll take the advice or not, but it's something I'd say stay away from. The cauliflower stuff, unless you're just getting straight up riced cauliflower that's like locally made in your produce department at your grocery store. That is probably the only cauliflower thing I would recommend eating.
Mashed cauliflower. Like that looks like mashed potatoes.
Mashed cauliflower is okay. I wouldn't say eat cauliflower at all, because that shit's so awful.
Maybe pretty good.
No, bro. Stop playing.
I swear.
Stop playing.
I was about to be like, no.
Stop playing, bro.
Pretty good.
Cauliflowers just want to be broccoli, dude. I swear.
Is that what? Are you going to choose cauliflower, or are you going to choose like? You said it's pretty good, but if it's an option,
I mean, I'm not saying it's not the best, but I mean, I could eat it. Like,
what you're telling me is, if somebody offered you, would you like this bowl of rice or this bowl of cauliflower?
Well, obviously I'm gonna pick rice, but cauliflower is just
Bro, I was about to say, if you're on death row and you got one last meal and they offer you a pizza, are you about to be like, hey, make sure there's cauliflower crust?
I felt that's just okay.
That's disrespectful. Hey, bro, you're not getting no damn pizza. You're not getting nothing for your last meal, man. Go ahead and go in the chamber so I can put this shit in you, bro. You're here eating damn cauliflower pizza. On the same note, like, what's the word? It's not false advertising, really. It's just like misinformed.
Misinformation, something like that.
Misinformation. I think these damn Quest bags of chips.
Yeah.
Like they have 13 grams of protein or something in them for $3.99 for a bag that costs $3.99. That costs $4 for a small ass bag of chips that's like 75% air. No, 13 grams of protein.
Selling you oxygen that you can get for free.
Yes, you're better off getting literally anything else. That's such a waste of money.
And as much as I love it, I say the same thing about Smart Pop.
Yes.
It's like 600 calories a bag. All they do is they put 60 servings in little bitty small letters where you can't read it, and then they say 20 calories per serving. And there's 40 calories. There's 40 servings in the bag. You know
exactly.
Yep.
It's like those crumble cookies, man. It says 200. It says 200 calories per cookie, and they're pretty big cookies, but it's actually 4 servings.
Jeez, they got your ass, didn't they? They got your ass, didn't they, Tom? Did they get you, bro?
Yes, they did.
One thing I respect about McDonald's is like they do display their calories now inside their burgers. Like I look up there and it's like a quarter pounder's like 1,300 calories. I'm like, good grief.
And nuggets, baby.
2 of those is my daily, like almost my daily intake.
Not the crumble cookie actually pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you do? Take 2 bites?
I eat half a cookie and I just start getting headaches.
So much sugar in it.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the Quest cookies? I mean, the Quest chips, Dom. I don't know what you think about that.
I hate them. They're so nasty, bro.
That's the thing too. They don't even taste good.
They don't taste good at all.
It's like folks that have like a craving for chips, like something crunchy.
Yeah.
They want to choose these Quest chips just because they say 13 grams of protein on the bag. The price tag is $3.99 on them bitches. And they taste like nacho cheese covered cardboard, like burnt cardboard, bro. Get like pretzels or something if you want something like crunchy. Hell, eat regular ass chips before you eat that. You'll save money and they'll at least taste good.
I mean, the Quest pizza is pretty good though.
I've never had that, so I can't comment. I just know the Quest bars and stuff; those are okay, but they are seriously capitalizing on like the whole health thing.
Not good at all. I don't like the Quest bars.
I think they're okay. I'm not saying they taste good.
It is extremely difficult to make a healthy bad food. If that like makes sense.
They accomplished it.
With what?
Like guilt-free food, you know?
Guilt-free food.
I think Halo Top is a good one. It's expensive, but
Halo Top.
They did something good with Halo Top for sure.
One thing I can recommend is regular, popcorn, but just salted. Nothing else. Just salted popcorn. I did.
Yep, regular ass popcorn. That's what I did for a long time for my carbs, dude. Like, do you remember that, Gunner?
I do.
I still get popcorn every now and then, but I'd always get the naturals, the Orville Redenbacher naturals or whatever. And that's like the lowest calorie one they had with the similar serving sizes. And I have a bag. I'm probably going to eat a bag tonight, actually. That's a good one. If someone's looking to lose weight, I would say popcorn's a good one to go for. If you like something crunchy, you want to stay away from chips.
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes is good. I don't say good. They're okay. they're tolerable.
A little peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to make it taste good. They're just so, they're just so dry.
Yeah, dry and bland.
Yes.
I mean, I can't. I'll be honest with y'all. I can't eat plain jasmine rice anymore. It just won't go down my throat. Like it's just too dry. So I have to mix it with something
It's like boring.
any kind of sauce.
I always put, whenever I make my rice, so I make my rice for like 3 or 4 days ahead of time, so I make a shit ton. But I always put like 2 or 3 like little bouillon cubes or whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
the chicken.
The seasoning cubes, yeah. I would put like 2 or 3 of those in my rice cooker with the rice in there, and just stir that every 10 minutes or so until the rice is done. That shit would taste awesome.
I've been doing it lately. Like if I'll just cook the rice by itself, and then if I put it in the refrigerator, whenever I go to warm it up, I'll just throw it in a pan and put a little teriyaki in there and mix it all up, fry it up a little bit.
What do you do? What's your hack?
I guess I think Gunnar taught me this. Oatmeal, milk with protein powder. I don't know why. I do that all the time now. Gunnar taught me that, and I do it all the time. Especially with my vanilla protein shake. It tastes really good.
I'm actually about to have to go make mine right now. So what I do... Okay, so I want to go over my diet that I've changed. I've changed my diet the last week because I was losing like weight pretty good for the last, 10 weeks. I had lost like 11 or 12 pounds, so I was doing good. But while we were on vacation, I ate very badly. So I don't know how much I've gained because I don't want to even look at the scale because I know I have gained. Finally went back to days will be no carbs at all. Rest will be no carbs at all. Push day will be... My first push day will be 200 grams of carbs. That's usually in the morning and at night. A little bit in the morning and the most at night after I get back. The next set of push-pull legs would be same thing, but replace those carbs that were previously instant oatmeal with rice. What I'm doing is... I might think I'm crazy. Packets of the instant oatmeal. Packets of instant oatmeal and whatever Fairlife milk I have and my protein powder. I mix that together and that's like my meal that holds me over to the next day.
So is that like one meal a day? You do that for one meal, or you do?
No. That's just like my final meal of the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I eat other things. Earlier, what I was eating, whenever we was talking, is I want to talk about my diet then. I want to talk about all of our diets, actually. We're all eating. But earlier, I was eating, like 6 ounces of chicken breast, 150 grams of eggs, and like 6 ounces of asparagus, something like that. Let's get greens in. Full meal, dude. Like, nothing wrong with it. A whole lot of damn protein the first hours of the day, but it's good. Y'all's, but
No, I mean I've ate pretty much the same things for going on a year now. I mean I still do I don't eat till 12 o'clock just as just like I think you is speaking on this on another podcast. Mental clarity of being fasted in a fasted state is amazing, and I love it. I try to keep that till 12 o'clock, and then I'll have my first shake, which is 3 packs of instant oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein, and 30 grams of peanut butter, which comes out to 850 calories, 60 grams of protein. Well, I guess if you add the peanut butter, it'd be more like 70 grams of protein and like 60 grams of carbs. Then I'll have that 3 times, and then at night I'll change up my last meal, but it's always a carb and protein. So it's always like rice, steak, or it's rice, chicken, pasta, steak. If I hadn't ate a lot throughout the day, I'll always do pasta. But if I'm pretty full, I'll do like a small amount of rice with 2 like chicken breast, or I'll do rice and red meat. It changes always. It's the same format.
that's something that people have to learn, is that they need to get in the routine of having similar meals you're always cool with eating. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Like being cool with having similar meals and finding things that you enjoy. huge component of like staying consistent. Staying consistent, that's a huge component of it.
No, I mean, I'm a hypocrite because today I didn't have time to make any of that. So we'll get to eat my regular meal when I get off the podcast and when I get home. So,
bro, I always wanted to know how your meals look.
Well, I don't really have a big plan like y'all. I just know like if it's really just the start of like my how well my I guess my calories intake is going to be throughout the day. So usually my breakfast is always the same. There's always like a bagel sandwich with like like 3 of a cup of egg whites, Canadian bacon that I just now got from Big Star, really good. Canadian bacon and then turkey, ham turkey, and usually like around like 500 calories, about like 60 grams of protein and like 20 grams of fat. But that's really it. But everything else, it just, I guess it just flows through it. Like I think about it all the time. I about like, oh, I can't eat this. I gotta eat this. You know, like it just depends. Like I do want to start meal prepping, but this really has been kicking my butt, so I really haven't had time for anything lately. It's finals week, so but maybe this summer I'm gonna start doing it now. Well, when I start working on my new job. So I got a job at M. By the way.
where?
M.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't have a plan like y'all. It just flows in, but I do like eat most of the same things and just try to hit my protein intake. And like I said earlier, I just like treat myself if I do well at the end. So yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that unless you're prepping for a show. You know, like you're like 10, 12 weeks out from a show. Then I would suggest a meal plan for sure.
Yeah. And I do weigh everything. Like everything I eat, I weigh everything. Unless it comes from like a box. Like I had a healthy choice thing, plate. Like, hope you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate that today. I don't weigh it. But like everything else, like I weigh it. Like I weigh everything.
But you do have a base of knowledge that's good enough to allow you to do that. Whereas most beginners, they're going to have to check the calories, weigh stuff out. Otherwise, like we've done this so long now that I can pretty much look at a chicken breast and tell you just about how many ounces in it are in it at this point. You know?
Literally, that's what I did. Like at church this weekend, because like they served us food and we had like scrambled eggs. And I was like, and for like scrambled eggs, I go by ounces, not ounces, like grams. So I'm like, this is about like 80 grams, I'm pretty sure. So I just go on my phone and just, because I just like it's like a educated guess, because like I can feel it, I'm lifting it up.
Bro, that's the best part about like ever having weigh food is that you can always just eyeball shit. Like you can always just guesstimate.
Because like you look at it on your scale and like you see the portion of it, and you're just like, you know what? I don't know. Like I remember this,
Oh yeah, that's about 80 grams of fried eggs,
Yeah, but going back to what Gunnar said about like people have to like look at the labels and stuff. They do. Like I'm gonna just say beginners. Beginners really don't understand that they really have to weigh their food and just like look at the calories, because like they'll be like, oh, I had 3 servings of this the other day. And I was like, yeah, but like, do you know how much fat was in it? Do you know how much protein was in it? You know how much carbs was in it? You gotta measure, you gotta like weigh all that, That's just my opinion. Like,
I remember the day I stopped weighing my food because I was taking a scoop of peanut butter out of my peanut butter jar was on the scale and I was scooping out peanut butter trying to get 30 grams. And I was like, what am I doing? I know how much peanut butter is supposed to be on this spoon,
But I still weigh my food. Depending on what it is, I'll still weigh my food.
Yeah, if I got like meat or especially with pasta, I gotta weigh pasta because I will overdo it in a heartbeat. I like 600 calories of pasta before I know it. Pasta. Oh, I don't get full on it.
And we're still on the topic of grocery shopping and all that. What's some other budgeting advice you could give to like lifters as far as just buying stuff goes? What to spend money on and what to save money on?
I guess like what we've been saying the whole time is just really just enjoy, not enjoy, buy food that you actually enjoy, but also like you get think about like your calories as well. It's like don't go to the pantry aisle and start getting like a bunch of like sweets and stuff, like a bunch of high fat stuff. Like don't get all that. Like just like you get the food that you actually enjoy.
Put a fat asterisk. Let's put a fat asterisk beside you saying the meals you enjoy, because we have to assume that these people are like really healthy and know what they're doing, like as far as eating goes. It's not just gonna be like a 15-year-old Kobe who's going in there and here's a podcast like, just go eat whatever you want, just see what you enjoy. I'm just going straight to the cereal aisle, bro. I'm getting like a 2-pound bag of Fruity Pebbles. I'm getting a 2-pound bag of like Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, put like 3 cups of milk up in there.
Yeah, best believe.
But foods you enjoy, like I mean, like entree wise, like you actually have to like take time to cook and wait and stuff like that. Like not like I guess what would you even call it, like snack wise? I say just get stuff that you actually enjoy sitting down and eating, not like you can just grab and eat.
See, that's why I feel like meal prepping is so perfect, because like you space your meals out so much through the day once you meal prep that you know when you're gonna eat. There's really no time to be hungry or to snack, so you just eat when you have to eat. But that's what I love about meal prepping and having my food ready before I eat.
Yeah, that's one thing I was about to say is like to the normal average person who's probably listening to this podcast, if you'll just stop snacking and just eat your meals that you're supposed to, you'll probably lose a generous amount of weight.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, how many people open up a bag of chips just because they get a little craving and eat something, and then boom, that's 300 calories, and they do that 2 or 3 times a day.
Yep. Or crack open a Coca-Cola that's 150 calories in a can.
Yep. I know people who drink like 10 of those a day.
Yep. And once you get to that many, just add 10 of those a day. That's just 1,000 calories of just Coke in one day. That's over 7 days period. That's 7,000 calories you've just eaten. You drank in a week. If you cut that out, if you just cut half of that out, bro, you lose a pound a week. Just half of just the Coke, you lose a pound a week.
Just 2 of those, and some people are drinking the bottles, which are like 200 calories. So, like, say you just drink 2 bottles of Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew, which are the 2 worst in my opinion, because they're both like 200 apiece, like 400 calories a day. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're already eating junk and you're already eating that many calories, adding another 400 on top of it, that's actually pretty crazy. So
that's really me, especially with sodas. How we're talking about Coca-Cola, like. Us Mexicans be like every time we're tired or just like after a hard day of work, we're just like, I need a coca. You feel me? It's like, how hard that is for me. But yeah, like I agree with everything I was saying.
Now, there's one thing that I will say, because I love them to death. Although I don't know how healthy they are, but as far as the calorie goes, there's none. I love diet sodas. And I do those all day long.
I was going to say, we haven't talked about that. We haven't talked about that.
Sprite Zero is my go-to. No caffeine, no sugar, no
and
calories.
It tastes the same. And it tastes
the exact same.
Exactly as regular Sprite.
I've thoroughly changed my opinion on diet sodas. Like, I think they're totally fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a diet soda. Drink it if that's what you want to drink. Well, they still have like caffeine in it, so maybe watch out for that when it's late at night. But
that's why I choose Sprite, just because it doesn't have caffeine.
The whole aspartame shit and all that other bull crap about artificial sweeteners, dude. Like, you eventually are gonna have to like come to the fact, your sense, and be like, okay, well, obviously I can't live my life perfectly to where I'm gonna avoid all this other crazy shit that's gonna cause cancer or disease or whatever. So eventually you're gonna have to like find your, like, just be okay with what you're doing. Like, there's nothing wrong with diet sodas, like, period. I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
And they're like a lifesaver in prep, because you'll be craving sugar or something so bad.
Oh yeah.
You crack open a diet soda
with a drink that's carbonated, it's got bubbles in it, and it just like fills your stomach up. Yeah, ain't nothing better than that.
And like at this point, I mean, y'all know me. I drink decaf coffee at night just because I love coffee so much. So I mean, another go-to I would say for for people. I guess that's another point we can make is like how to sustain the cravings and how to curb them. But for me, it's like diet sodas, coffee, water, and anything to fill your stomach up that doesn't have calories is good. It's a good thing.
Yeah, pretty much anything you can find is 0 calorie. What's some other advice I'd give myself when I was younger? Like, I think saving off cravings is also important for how your timing of your meals. Like, timing of your meals, like, did you or did you not eat carbs at your last meal? Did you get enough sleep after you ate those carbs? Up in the morning feeling hungry. If you're waking up in the morning feeling hungry, probably you need to switch something up somewhere. Kind of stuff that you can just get into.
Thing I wanted to ask you about, Kobe, because this happened to me last night. Because I did eat a lot of food yesterday, but I still went to bed and I was super hungry. And it's probably because I just left the gym, so I just done like a small beef jerky stick. So like I went to bed starving, but I woke up and I felt fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't get hungry till like 11 o'clock today. I don't really know how that made sense, but I chug at least half a liter of water in the morning just to kick off my digestive system and get my fluids running good, make sure I'm hydrated.
Oh, if you fill up your stomach with water or whatever, like you will stave off the hormones that cause like hunger. Like, as long as you don't get to a certain like minimum point, and also sleep. Like you said, you slept.
Yeah.
You slept it off, and eventually those cravings and hormones and those triggers will go away like over time.
Another thing I noticed, I don't know how it affects my quality of sleep. My ability to go to sleep faster is always much easier when I have less food in my stomach.
Yep, you're not digesting anything, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
and it is that also ties into like your quality of sleep. So if you eat a heavy meal right before you go to sleep, you're gonna like take a minute to go to sleep. You'll take a while, longer than average, to go to sleep, and that might make you like more tired the next day, which is gonna affect your mood the next day, and you're all out of control.
That's one thing I never thought of until you started talking to me about it, was how minimum sleep will affect your mood. Because the better quality and the longer amount of sleep I get, I have a way better day the next day. I have more energy. Everything just goes better with sleep, and that's one thing that I never really started taking seriously until this year.
Yes.
I'm busy all day long, and so it's like it's hard for me not to stay up because I feel like I don't have much personal time. But the fits of just getting a good night's rest is so.
Less stress, more energy, more focus. Like literally everything is better. There's nothing wrong with getting more sleep. Nothing wrong with that. Do you have any insight?
One thing I will say about the sleep thing is it's not really something you'll notice if you have the same sleeping pattern every single day, which most people don't. Most people fluctuate, I would say, a lot.
Yeah.
Like me, for me, preferred, I like to go to bed at 11 and wake up at 7. Like, that's what I like to do. It's 8 hours, but if I have to, I'll do 12 to 7. So, like, as long as I used to say, like, all I need 6 hours. I used to say that, but I found that 7 hours is, like, that perfect, like, spot for me. 8 hours, I feel groggy. 6 hours, I feel unrested, but 7, like, that's just, like, I wake up refreshed. I feel good. And to experiment to figure that out. Sure, it's still hard to wake up some mornings. I mean, I'm not like a perfect morning person because I'm not. But once I figured out that like 7 is what I needed, and I've been sticking to it, it's been a big benefit to like my daily life.
Good sleep is my entire life I've always struggled to like sleep enough or sleep well, get rested. But these last 2 or 3 years, I've like seriously focused, like purposely focused on trying to get enough sleep. And like, what was that?
Y'all hear that truck?
What was that?
If you're talking about background noises, that was my parents.
Oh, okay. Anyways, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, like the last 2 or 3 years, I've like purposely tried to focus on getting more sleep. Between 6 to 8 hours, and like before I would get work to 5 hours at most, and I consider that okay. Like the last 2 or 3 years I've been working on it, dude. Like completely like, but the quality of life I've had has been so much better. Like it is a lot better. I'm a lot less irritable with people. Better. Work is better. Like everything's just better when you get more sleep. Yes. You cannot yourself.
Yeah, the truck driving beside me, and he was compensating for something, so I muted myself. Pulling into my parking spot.
Oh.
I just got home.
Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Because we're an hour in.
I was about to say, yeah, it takes me like an hour to get home, so I mean.
You're home and I'm gonna add, boys.
Not really. Just definitely
I guess
do your research. Like, look at the labels, do your research, find out what's healthy, find out what's not healthy. Keep listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I think
you'll learn.
That last one is the key to success.
It is. It's the key to a better life.
Listen to the Weekend Warriors more.
Exactly.
Anything from you? Or you
Nah, you gotta said it. Just really was have fun dieting, really. Meal prep if you have to. And just enjoy what you're eating. Avoid certain foods. And yeah. Really it.
Yeah.
Also use code Alvi on Cypher supplements, and also
oh my god,
it's finals week, so y'all wish me good luck.
I guess we'll end it there on a positive note. Pray for Alvi and his test or whatever. But yeah, you got this, man. All be fine.
You
got
Y'all good? Are we gonna stop it there?
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Listen to more, like Gunnar said, listen to more of the Weekend Warriors podcast. It improves your quality of life significantly. Studies show. And oh shit. And y'all be good. Peace out.
Peace.
And that was this week's edition of the Weekend Warriors podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you've made it this far, please leave us a rating. Check out our Instagram page at weekend_warriors_podcast if you like the show. And thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back at you next week.